What's up, Helldivers? Sly Spy Gaming here, and today we got some huge news in the form of the Illuminate. So there has been obviously some speculation that we were going to have some new enemies to be fighting in Helldivers, and some little hints dropped here and there throughout obviously the lore and the community. However, we just saw some leaks on the actual new enemies that will be coming, kind of what they look like, what some of their animations are going to be like, and everyone suspects that this is what the Illuminate is going to kind of look like. This is going to be their aesthetic and everything like that. In addition to this, we also got a look at a couple of new planets as well, and again, keep in mind that these are all leaks, so this is your spoiler warning. If you don't want anything to be leaked and you still just want to be surprised by what is all going on in the lore of the game, definitely skip this video, don't watch it, because I am going to be spoiling some aspects of the game lore just by showing you this content. In addition to the new enemies and new enemy types, I'm also going to be showcasing a first look at some of the new planets that were leaked as well, and those are pretty impressive. Before I dive into these leaks, I just want to invite you all to come and join me on Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time, where I live stream some of your favorite games like Helldivers 2 and more. Now, without further ado, let's get into what you can expect for the new upcoming faction and enemies, as well as the new planets coming to Helldivers 2. So to start this video off, we'll look at some of the new Automaton enemies, some of the new objectives and things that we'll be facing off against on the Automaton front. Let's start it off with the new Automaton Orbital cannon. Many people are speculating that this might be one of the objectives that we have coming up, whether this is going to be kind of a side objective or a main objective that is going to kind of go along with the new major order and what has been dubbed by Super Earth and the automatons as reclamation. This should be exciting, and this thing is gigantic. Look at this thing next to a gunship, and you can see just how massive that is next to the Automaton Gunship here. I'm assuming that we'll start seeing this popping up soon in some of the objectives, and whether that will be kind of something like the TCS objective that we saw, where it's only for a limited time kind of objective. We'll see, but I'm hoping that this will be a much easier objective than the TCS terminated control system objective was when we had the major order for activating all of those. In addition to the Automaton cannon, we also kind of got a look at the Automaton Gunship Spawner. Now, I'm assuming that this is going to be something similar to the Shrieker Nest, but for the automatons, seeing as a lot of the new enemy types coming out now are going to be aerial enemy types. I'm assuming that this is going to kind of fall along those lines, where it's going to just continuously spawn these gunships, which is going to be annoying as hell. But our main objective is going to be to destroy this gunship spawner so that we can stop those gunships from obviously being spawned. There have also been a couple of maps and different things like that leaked as well this week. This map leak coming from Reddit user Bulky Resolution. I believe this was thought to be Super Earth at first, but based on kind of what I'm seeing here, I'm assuming that it'll be more along the lines of one of the I guess primitive type planets. There is one thing I can say though, and the scenery here is just absolutely stunning. Like, look at the distant mountains and like fires and things going on here. Really excited to see what this map is actually going to be, because it looks incredibly beautiful, and I'm hoping that things don't change for night. I hope that this is just a daytime map, because I'm honestly quite sick of the nighttime maps, and I'm guessing you wouldn't be able to see as much of this background scenery here. Thanks, Bulky, for sharing this, and this is absolutely incredible looking. Again, from Bulky Resolution, we get a look at an acid type planet, and with one of the modifiers, I guess, being an acid rain. This is absolutely fantastic. I did notice that it doesn't really damage the player, and I don't know again if this is being used with some mods or not, so I can't really tell you if the acid rain would be hurting the player or not. This is just honestly very impressive, and looks like a planet that I do not want to drop into. So starting out, we have seen a couple of the Illuminate models and some of their kind of animations, and we'll start out with the first, which is dubbed the Illuminate Tripod. So I'm not exactly sure how big this is going to be, but based on how it looks, I'm assuming it would be something more along the lines of like what we see with a Bile Titan or something like that. They look absolutely terrifying. This is going to be very, very interesting when the Illuminate do finally drop. And it seems like Arrowhead has just kind of been dropping stuff and not really even giving us a release date. Like just today, as I'm making this video, they had actually just dropped 2 of the guns that I had mentioned in my prior leak video, which is the LAS-99 Khazar cannon and the MG-101 heavy machine gun. So those are out now. You can go and check those out in Helldivers 2 today. Moving on, the next enemy type for the Illuminate is dubbed the Ghoul enemy. Now you can tell that this has a little bit of a different look or sort of aesthetic from the tripod Illuminate. This looks like it's more organic, while the tripod looked like it was more mechanical metal. Definitely going to be interesting. Again, I don't know exactly what enemy type this is going to be, whether it's going to be kind of your peon type enemies or if it's going to be like a medium type enemy. We'll find that out once they do actually drop. Last on the list is what has been dubbed the Illuminate Illusionist, and this kind of looks like some sort of like a mind flayer type of enemy where it uses both organic and obviously machinery as what you can see him riding on. Not exactly sure what kind of attacks. Again, these are just the animations for them. It doesn't really showcase what they're doing, what type of enemy they're going to be. But I could see this definitely being some sort of support enemy for the other, enemy types or something like that. But I'm guessing this is going to be the main big kind of boss enemy that we would be facing here, and kind of the leader of the squadrons that we come across. This should definitely be interesting when they do decide to drop these, as I'm really interested to see what the Illusionist is going to be capable of. And that just about does it for this Helldivers 2 leak video. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more of what is going on in Helldivers 2, more leaks in the future, more videos like this, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button, because I cover almost everything Helldivers 2 that is released, such as leaks, what is going on in the Galactic War, as well as the new updates that get dropped for the game. Also, again, don't forget to join me on Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time, where I live stream games like Helldivers and more. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, this is Sly Spy Gaming, signing out. I hope. Yeah. Oh, that got one of them. Are there multiple? Oh!
Yeah, fine to watch out.
Oh, I didn't hear you. My God! Reloading. How are you doing, Pokemon?
Boys.